Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss about one of the convergence method or iteration method which is used to solve the non-linear algebraic equations. Non-linear algebraic expressions by using one of the mathematical technique called Taylor series expansion. Taylor series expansions. This is one of the method which is used to get a solution for non-linear equations into linear equations by using Taylor series. By using Taylor series, that is, we are going to discuss about a Newton-Raphson method. Newton-Raphson method and the contents. That is what we are going to discuss in this presentation. In that, we are going to have a introduction to Newton-Raphson method. That is, this method is used for what type of equations and what is the algorithm step by step procedure used to get a solution for non-linear algebraic equations in case of a Newton-Raphson method, and the same algorithm is represented in the form of a flowchart, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of this method when compared with the other iteration methods like Gauss serial decoupled, fast decoupled, and the example, that is how to solve a nonlinear algebraic equation by using this Newton-Raphson method. These are the things what we are going to discuss in the presentation. Coming to the second slide, that is gives you the introduction. A Newton-Raphson method converges a equation very fast for large as well as a small system. So the convergence time for converting a non-linear algebraic equations to linear equations, the convergence time for Newton-Raphson method is very less when compared with the other methods, and it is most widely used for solving simultaneous non-linear algebraic equations. As we have discussed earlier, this is the method which is used to solve what non-linear algebraic equations, and this is a successive approximation technique which is used to estimate or calculate the unknown parameters. Estimate or calculate the unknown parameters, which uses Taylor series expansion. So by using a mathematical series, that is Taylor series expansion, we are going to calculate the unknown values by using this Newton-Raphson method. Coming to the third slide, here we are going to discuss about the step-by-step procedure to calculate the unknown parameters by using Newton-Raphson method. The first thing is nothing but formulation of Weber's matrix. That is, before going to calculate the unknowns by using this method, you need to calculate the Weber's parameter, that is admittance parameters of that particular bus or the particular non-algebraic equations which is represented in the form of a matrix. And the second point is nothing but assume that flat start for starting voltage solution, you need to take the value of I as 1 2 2 3 in for all buses except a slack bus, where the value of slack bus voltage is taken as 1.0 pu. In general, for load bus, calculate the value of q calculate, and these are all the parameters you need to calculate in case of a Newton-Raphson method. You need to calculate for PV bus, you need to check the value of limit of q, where q is a reactive power, p is an active power, and you need to check some conditions before going to get the solution for solving a non-algebraic equations by using this iteration method called Newton-Raphson method. And this is the continuous procedure, that is nothing but continuous algorithm for calculating the solution for a given problem by using this method. You need to calculate the Jacobian matrix, you need to obtain the values of delta b, del, and we need to calculate the value of V new with the help of a V old, that is new voltage point, by using the old level of voltage along with the delta and del parameters. And the same thing is represented in the form of a flowchart here. The first thing is nothing but start, that is initialization. Second thing is you need to read the data of a line and also a bus data, and the tolerance values for both delta P and delta Q, where P and Q are the active and reactive powers. Bus data includes that you need to calculate the admittance parameters of a particular bus. And the next thing is nothing but you need to compute Y bus, that is you need to calculate all the admittance parameters in a given bus. And the next thing is initial voltage state vector x, and you need to set the value of a iteration, where the value of iteration is set for k equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 until you get the solution for calculating the non-linear algebraic equations for calculating unknowns. In the first thing you need to set the value of iteration count as 1, that is k equal to 1. Now the first bus number I equal to 1, I am going to start the procedure. You need to calculate the value of pi and qi, that is p1 and q1 based upon the given equations which is present in that, where p1 is the active power of a first bus and q1 is the active power of a second bus, and you need to continue the procedure for all the buses which are present in a given system there. I refer to PV bus. If no, move to the next step. Yes, you need to compute the value of delta Pi. You need to check the value of Q limit. So, calculated value of Q, maximum value of Q, minimum value of Q. Based upon that, you need to check the value of limit. If the Q calculated is greater than Q maximum, you need to move to the other parameters. If the Q calculated is less than Q minimum, you need to move to the other step. And finally you need to check the condition whether the I is less than n or greater than n. If no, you need to move to the other thing. Next thing, you need to calculate the Jacobian matrix, that is you need to calculate the value of dou p by dou del, dou q by dou del, dou p by dou v, and dou q by dou v. You need to indirectly calculate the value of del del, delta del, and delta v parameters in this. You need to calculate the value of a updated bus voltage, which is represented in the form of a V new based upon the old voltage, that is V old. You need to check the tolerance condition again, where delta P should less than E and delta Q should be less than the value of sigma, which is called as a tolerance. If yes, calculate the value of loss, slack bus, total line losses, reactive power generated, print, and stop. Here the procedure will end. If you didn't get the solution after this, you need to move to the iteration number 2, iteration number 3, iteration number 3 until you get the solution for calculation of line flow, slack bus power, total line loss, reactive power generated at PV buses. So this is the procedure how to solve the non-linear algebraic equations by using a iteration method called Newton-Raphson method. You have learnt about the algorithm, that is step-by-step procedure, and also the flowchart method. You can increase the number of iterations to get the solutions here. It may be increased up to 6 and 7. Or else more than that. So we are going to have an example based upon this Newton-Raphson method. I am taking an example: perform an iteration of Newton-Raphson load flow method and power flow solution for the given system where the base MVA is taken as 100. Here there is one bus where the value of resistance per unit is taken as 0.0839, reactance is taken as some value, and the value of Yp by 2 is taken as some value. And the parameters what you need to calculate, the active and reactive power, are here. Coming to the step 1, you need to form the Y bus first based upon the given value of a resistance per unit and reactance per unit here, and you need to assume in the second step, you need to assume the initial value as you have seen the step-by-step procedure of, that is algorithm of a Newton-Raphson method. First you need to form a Y bus, and the second step you need to assume the initial value of delta as 0, del as 0, and the value of voltage as 1.0 per unit, and the value of slack bus is taken as 1 per unit. The third step, you need to calculate the value of both active power and reactive power for both the buses. Those will be taken as a calculated value of active power and calculated value of reactive power, P2 calculated and Q2 calculated. Similarly, you need to calculate the delta P2 and delta Q2. In the step 4, you need to calculate the value of a Jacobian matrix. That is, you need to calculate the dou del by dou P into dou del by dou Q. You need to calculate all the four things which are present in case of a Jacobian matrix. That include the step 4. And in the step 5, you need to compute the parameters of del del and del P and del V and del Q. So these are all the parameters you need to determine in case of step 5. That is, indirectly you need to compute the value of a delta x. Now coming to the advantages and disadvantages. So if you did get the solution by taking the first iteration, you can continue the procedure for number of iterations. That is, you can take the value of k as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 until you get the solution for a solution for calculating the unknown parameters by using this iteration method. And this slide represents the advantages and disadvantages of a Newton-Raphson method when compared with the other iteration methods. So it is very faster, more reliable, and the results which we got from this method will be more accurate. Required less number of iterations for convergence. That is, the time required for getting a solution for solving non-linear algebraic equations is very less when compared with the other methods. The number of iterations are also very less, and the number of iterations here does not depend upon the size of system. So the system consists of 2 buses or 3 buses. The number of iterations does not depend upon the size of system as that of other methods, and it is mainly suitable for large system. That is, it can be used either for small systems or large systems, but it is mainly suitable for large systems. Coming to the disadvantages, the programming logic is more, the memory requirement is more, and the number of calculations per iterations are also very high in case of this Newton-Raphson method. So these are all the advantages and disadvantages of a Newton-Raphson method when compared with the other iteration methods. Conclusion: it is explained with an algorithm, flowchart, and with an example. And these are the references. So you can follow any books or references what I have given here. These are different editions which are used to explain the Newton-Raphson method very clearly by taking different examples. Thank you.